home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Missouri Tigers taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Missouri's will have some work to do after that short return. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to...
Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence.
He caught it. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He makes the connection. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive movement.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Now adjusting. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Simmons. Feeling some heat. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Working the middle, it's complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Woolen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Unloads it left. It's complete.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Red pass, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Firing toward the end zone. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Rebels are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Manning. Turns it on at midfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of back tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense working from the pistol. Quick handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking for room. It's Roberts. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. Now, on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And the last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Finds a spot in the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Manning. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Missouri! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here's the return from inside his 10, and the returner will be knocked down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback,
he'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They get him down after he makes the catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. To throw, it's Simmons. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. The fake, and he wants to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Rebels! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. It's a fake, shuffling to the tight end. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll try the run. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Roberts. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone, David. This drive...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great...
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Rebels are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the holder, a little trickery, and they flip it ahead. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got the back over the middle. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Brings it in down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing that.
He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly set, catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Get it out on the screen. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. And now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Number 14. It's a fake. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's White. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Mizzz has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
One of my coaches always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. Sometimes you just got to throw the football away. Sometimes you got to tuck the football down and run. QB standing back in the pocket, sitting there with the ball exposed. Sometimes it leads to a fumble.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around like these are pop.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued. They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. They're not going to get there. Tried to sneak it in for the 2, and they'll get 0 instead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots were
going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll take another shot here. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And while the game is all but decided, why not? Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Running through contact. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and execute, and the ball's loose. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it.